Guys, we've got some amazing news here. Are you ready for this? Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, reaches #1 in the box office. Why am I laughing? Why am I laughing? Because it's done an astounding $26.3 million. $20 million is #1 at the box office. And yes, this is me laughing at the people who would have been in the comments section. It was #1 in the box office. Yeah, #1, $20 million. And if you're wondering, its grand total is $58.5 million worldwide. It's a stunning movie about a brave, strong, independent woman who can do anything, and no man can hurt her, except for the fact that I think this movie cost upwards of $350 million to make. Now the numbers might be a little bit wrong, but I guarantee you it's definitely more than the $58.5 million here. And this is, of course, going over the holiday weekend, the 3-day weekend. Some people had 4 days. It's Memorial Day, so we'll just say we'll give them the benefit here and say quite possibly a 4-day weekend, and it couldn't break 25 million domestically. It couldn't do it. Now I did watch the movie. It is awful. It is actually awful. The I'm gonna let this picture speak for itself. Right here from Dexerto, with a picture of her standing at the iron gates with flames surrounding her as she saves the man driving the war truck with people with guns and explosives and all sorts of crazy utilities to the truck. Her, lone Furiosa, stands alone defending this man with a double barrel shotgun. Yes, yes, the entire movie is about Furiosa being a Mary Sue and destroying everybody. Multiple times throughout the movie, you think, oh, they finally got her. And she does some crazy thing like rip off her own arm. Because, the guy who's getting dragged that she, I guess, has a love interest with, it was kind of vague. And how she was going to run away with him to the east or the west, or the west. Either way, run away with and escape everything that is Mad Max to go live peacefully. This really is a prequel, and it's a terrible prequel at that. The entire movie is her just girl bossing her way through everything. The men are absolutely trash, every single one of them. Everybody's absolutely awful and scum except for her. She can do anything at any time. She pretends to be a man to work on the trucks and get on the rigs and do all this other crazy stuff. And nobody can figure it out. It doesn't matter that, for I think it was like 10 years almost, she's just, secretly hiding that she's a man and nobody can figure it out because all the men are too dumb to do anything. Immortal Joe and his, I mean, granted, they're inbred, so this one might be a little plausible, are trying to create plans to fight the big bad enemy guy. And she comes up, she's like, but guys, that's all the wrong answers. You need to do it my way. And they're like, yes, girl boss, we'll do it your way. The entire movie is utterly disgusting and a travesty to the Mad Max series. And in case you haven't heard yet, there is no Mad Max in Mad Max. This is like some weird dystopian female empowerment post-apocalyptic movie. And I'm jumping around here because at the very beginning of this, the very beginning of the movie, it's the girls girl bossing to save young Furiosa, who's been taken by men. They're riding out, they're jumping off horses, taking dudes on, beating them down, taking their motorcycles, shooting them, sniping them. The entire thing it's a disgrace to the Mad Max series. I don't know what they thought this was going to do, and I hope this means we never get a Mad Max movie again. Because after what they did, They deserve to lose all the money and never make another movie about this franchise again. It would do more justice if this movie didn't exist than it existing. But I mean, that's what we're seeing in Hollywood, right? You can't have a new movie. The one movie we got, people didn't trust Hollywood to make. The Fall Guys was a pretty damn good movie. But why? Why didn't it do good in the box office? Because nobody gives a shit about Hollywood. Nobody thinks Hollywood can do anything good. Everybody's just worried about all they're going to do is hear how men are bad, women are the strongest, bestest, brightest, with the biggest IQs and the biggest muscles and can beat any man at any time for any reason. Nobody likes Hollywood. And I'm hoping and praying that indie studios come up and start just making bank. There have been a number of indie movies that have come out over the last couple of years that have done extremely well with extremely low budgets. Nothing in this movie, CGI wise, acting wise, justifies how much money they spent on this. If they spent more than $50 million on this movie, it's a waste. This was all garbage. Nothing looked good. Everything was kind of just mediocre. The acting wasn't good. Furiosa didn't have many lines. And the lines she had were, I am Furiosa, hear me roar. You guys are stupid, listen to me. That's essentially how they all played out. This was nothing but another feminist propaganda piece just shoved down our throats and told, look, it's Mad Max. Nothing was Mad Max. But anyway, guys, I hated this movie. I really did. It was boring. I struggled to pay attention to the movie. I had to rewind it several times because I just completely zoned out and couldn't remember what they had just said. It was that boring. But if you saw the movie, I genuinely want to hear your thoughts on it. And if you didn't, did I change your mind if you were going to see the movie? But leave those in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. And until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.